This heating and cooling place actually threw some stuff away. They'll throw some bits away every now and then, but there's actually quite a bit of copper down there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Down in the water, so it's gonna be a gloveless job. Luckily, it's dry over here on this high end, so I got somewhere to stand. Yank that out of there and show it to you. There it is. That's about a pound. That's good stuff. Take that piece of tape off there. That's all #1 copper. By today's prices, it's only about $2. So a few years ago, that would be close to $4. But while I was in there, I went ahead and grabbed this tin. I just like saw that sitting in there by itself. I might just pass it up because it's time consuming, and like that looks great. You know, look at how big it is, and just to the eye it looks nice. But by today's prices where I live, that's 4 cents a pound. So that's about 12 cents worth of stuff. You know, and it takes up room. You know, and if I drive around collecting groups of 12-cent stuff that size, you know, I'll be taking $1 and $2 loads back and forth. And it's just doesn't make much sense. But you know, if tin was up where it was a few years ago, up to about 10 cents a pound, that would be a different story. But at 4 cents a pound, it's just so low that I'm not gonna make any special effort to get it, you know. But I was already in the dumpster, so I'll go ahead and snatch it, you know. Yahtzee. Those are always a welcome sight. Car battery, 20 cents a pound. Someone made a comment in my last video about giving more prices and telling people about how much stuff is worth. So that car battery's probably gonna be about 30, 35 pounds, probably close to 35 pounds. Bigger ones will weigh, you know, over 40 and 45, you know. And 20 cents a pound is going to be, the battery there is about $7, maybe a tick under $7. Always a welcome sight though. Here's something I haven't pointed out in the video yet. Coupons. I actually got these in my own mailbox, but the fact that there was 2 inserts of the same thing made me think about this situation. You could, you know, I'm not suggesting you go out there and, you know, be a scammer and try to manipulate things, but, you know, if you got kids to feed, you got a family to feed, there'll be certain times of the month where these mailers are sent out and people throw them in the garbage. And like, you know, it's buy one, get one free, Orange Julius, and, you know, like a entire meal for $4.99 and another one for $3.79, and all kinds of buy one get one free deals will be in there. And sometimes they'll just be coupons for free stuff. And you know, if you're low on scratch and need to feed your family or need to feed some people or whatever, they'll certain times a month there'll be tons of coupons in the garbage and the dumpsters. Most of the time you can just look in there and they'll just, because people will get them out of their mailbox, you know, and they'll never like put them in their bag or nothing. They'll just walk directly over to the garbage dumpster and just throw them in there. So they'll just be sitting on top. So they're real easy to snatch up. Got some ceiling fan action. And one of the things about dumpster diving is a lot of the value in doing what I do comes from just finding stuff like this. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but those are 2 light bulbs I'll never have to buy. And there's actually quite a bit of value in just the usable stuff that I find, you know, that I don't sell or nothing. That's a lot of the value that I do. Stuff like that, that's just as good as cash, because, you know, I don't have to spend anything. I'm gonna run down to a dumpster that has a bunch of packing supplies. Let's go have a look at that before it gets dark out. I actually might come back for this extension on this weight bench for legs. That might fit the one I have. And I don't have this part for the hamstrings. So I might have to come back and get this because that bolt's rusted on there. Alright, this is a dumpster that's got packing supplies. Tons of them too. Man, look at this. Look at this bag right here. I'm actually gonna take this one right now. That's just full, I can just feel it. Look at that. That's just all bubble wrap and stuff in there. The whole thing. And look at all these bags of this stuff. That one there has got a little cardboard in it. That one's good. That one's good. Some of them will have like these cardboard supplies deal, and I really don't have a use for those, so throw them away. And this dumpster is actually the dumpster I used for this video right here. That's how I was able to do it. I was jumping into all these packing supplies. But the rest of these have cardboard mixed in them. As far as I can tell, I think you get the idea. This isn't just a little bit of bubble wrap. It's the real good stuff too, like that stuff. And this, I also used these bags of stuff to make this video right there. And and see, I mean, this stuff here, it just doesn't get better than this. This stuff here you can cut into shapes, your exact sizes you need and stuff. And it's just bubble wrap just all over the place. And it's, I mean, it's far more than I'll ever need. But this stuff here is just wonderful stuff because it, you know, it's just perfect, you know. You just can cut it to exactly what you need. And, you know, a customer opens that up and sees that real nice packing stuff in there and sees how nice their package has been packed, you know, and that's just a wonderful thing to open up a package and find this kind of stuff in there. It's just, you know, it's just professional. There's really no other way to put it. That's just professional level packing supplies right there. And, you know, I'm at this warehouse, industrial warehouse deal, and it seems like there's a goose over here freaking out. Hey, you mind being quiet? I'm trying to talk over here. What's your problem? See how close I can get to him. About 30 feet. $20 feet. What? What's your problem? What? What's your guys' problem? 10 feet. 5 feet. What are you doing? Uh-oh. That might explain it. They probably got a nest around here. Oh, that's a weird place for these guys to build a nest. Huh. They probably got babies around here because they're not flying at all. Oh, that was right on cue. Yeah, they probably got a nest around here. The stupid thing is if their nest is over here, they just left it unguarded and I'm standing right next to it. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yeah, packing supplies. I'm at this giant warehouse complex, industrial warehouse complex. And if you ever need packing supplies, you know, that's a place you could go look. I mean, they're not hard to find, but on this level of packing supplies, it's just, you just can't beat it. So if you can find a dumpster like this, I mean, I could take every one of those bags home if I wanted to, or, you know, go through them all and get all the good stuff out of there, but it's just way more than I need. So, you know, I'm just gonna take this high quality stuff right here and be done with it. Just doesn't get any better than that. So next time you're driving by a industrial warehouse complex site like this, you know, just swing in there and have a glance, because they'll fill this thing up every week, and they throw it out daily too. It's not, you know, once a week though. There'll be bags in here every day of the week. Ah! Well, that was a bad time for my battery to die. I opened that dumpster without my camera, and this thing actually startled me pretty good. And I just kind of reenacted it for you, but it's in really nice condition. That's a weird little thing. He's just missing this piece off his cuff is the only damage. He's in real good shape besides that, but I'm not sure why I kept it. Other than I'll put it on the curb just as a joke or something. Somebody might want that though. That's the thing about dumpsters at nighttime. I've seen everything in dumpsters, from a human being in there digging, and I'll open it and they'll be looking straight at me, and it's just weird. To like feral cats and stuff. You know how cats, how quick and funny they can move. They just come flying out. I seen one time one jumped out of the garbage onto the side rail. It wasn't this dumpster, but and then just launched off this side rail, and it must have landed way out here somewhere. You know, it might be 15, 20 feet, just flying. And it's just one of the most funny things I've ever seen in my life. Peeking into dumpsters at nighttime with a flashlight, it can be kind of spooky sometimes. You never know what might be in there. You might look in a dumpster and there could be possum in there and raccoon, and during the day, sometimes you look in there and a bird will come flying at you. But the worst by far are the feral cats, because they're just lightning fast. And when they're panic stricken and they're just out of control and just moving as fast as possible, you know, they're liable just to jump right into your face. They're just out of control, getting out of that dumpster.